Spoilers ahead, fucknuts.
It is time to take the next step on your journey.
I'm not going to be the Dragon Warrior anymore?
You will advance to spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Keep your surf off my turf!
Dinner, please. Dinner with peas in a sesame soy glaze. This is not working at all.
Tai Lung, big fan. Once I possess the kung fu of every master villain, no one will dare question my power.
Not even the great Dragon Warrior.
Who's that?
The most powerful shape-shifting sorceress, the chameleon.
How do I find this, the chameleon?
I'm gonna lead you right to her front door.
It was against an army!
Then we'll just have to get an army of our own.
What is this place?
The best crooks and criminals live here.
You're a wanted criminal?
You sound surprised. Is it surprising?
Now you kids be careful of those fireworks.
Violence makes our tummies tingle.
Why should we help you?
We can take down the chameleon together. Being the Dragon Warrior, it's who I am. Skadoosh. What do I know about being a spiritual leader?
What is it you're holding?
A cookie?
You were chosen to become something more than you already are.
How should we do this? Quick and painless? Or slow and painful?
Slow and painful.
You finally met your match, chameleon.
We're not so different, you and I.
Skadoosh. Stand back. I'm gonna kick my butt.
Hello, Pose. Welcome to the new review of Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yes, we were a little late with this one. We saw it a week after it came out, but I had to catch up on the series, actually, because I haven't seen a Kung Fu Panda movie since the first one, which I realized was like 16 years old now already.
Slacking.
I was like, damn, it's been a while. Poe's been around for a long time, and this is a special one because he's a Poe just like us.
You also had to rewatch the entire Kung Fu Panda series, that garbage.
I had to do it right. I'm like, he's a Poe. He's the Poest of them all.
The Poest of them all. Oh.
Got to do it right for my boy Jack Black.
Jack Black is my Chinese Zodiac in this movie.
I remember enjoying the first one, so I was like, you know, I kind of just assumed the second and third one were gonna kind of be shitty, but I actually enjoyed those too.
Second one was definitely very.
Second
peak.
one, I think
most people actually say second Kung Fu Panda is like the best Kung Fu Panda. They would say.
I think they've kind of gotten weaker, but yeah, two is enjoyable. I've enjoyed all of them so far. I'll say that.
Yeah, they're just a stupid, goofy time.
Exactly. And I don't think they've ever reached the lows of... That's what I was going to say to you earlier. I don't think they ever reached the lows of Shrek, which this series reminds me of just ever so slightly.
Oh, the slowest of... The worst of the Shrek movies.
They never got... This series has never gotten as low as Puss in Boots or Shrek 4, that's for sure.
First Puss in Boots. We got to specify.
Yes, the second one is amazing.
That's peak. That's peak.
Not Pixar.
Dreamworks.
Jesus.
God!
Get it right.
Don't you dare mix those up.
They're like, we've been doing better than Pixar recently. Give us our respect.
Yeah, no shit. So, as I think most everyone, first two great. Third one was weird and kind of lacking on that.
Mm-hmm. It just became kind of more generic, I think.
Yeah.
It just started going the more generic plot territory.
Yep, and and as I was saying personally, the fourth one kind of has that same feel.
It
like
does.
for different, it has its own strength in other things, but then also weakened a few others where it kind of
If
balances
the animation wasn't so good and like the score wasn't so good, this would easily feel like it could be like a TV movie or something like that.
I can see that.
But the action's really good. Like you can tell there's actually a budget to it. It does feel cinematic, like we saw it in the theaters today.
Don't forget those little kid rabbits that like to bite people's nipples.
Yeah.
Apparently. Gotta love that part, huh?
Yeah.
That-
These crazy fucking crackhead little bunny kids.
Yeah, for some reason they just liked biting people's nipples. Like they bought both the Poes and they were biting the fucking lizard people too in the fucking fight thing.
They're like, this is our main weapon in the end.
It's like the ultimate fucking titty twister.
So as always, we're gonna go into spoiler territory here. This is called Spoiled It.
No shit.
But we're
been
gonna be
warned.
giving you our full spoiler review of Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yes.
So to go into the plot a little bit for people, just before we really dive into it, basically this one is after Po is tapped to become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. He needs to find and train a new dragon warrior.
Seems like he's retiring kind of early though.
I know, like it's like they kind of wanted to just get rid of him, right?
Bruh. Poe, you've been the dragon warrior for long enough. But Master Shifu, it's only been like 5 years at most. Why am I only here for 5 years and I'm about to be retired already?
But will Po be able to become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace or give up the Dragon Warrior title when a new sorceress called the Chameleon comes
Shang
into play?
Tsung knockoff. She's literally Shang Tsung knockoff for like Shang Tsung, or she's saying Shang Tsung for kids because, you know, doesn't steal their souls but steals their kung fu from their souls.
Who's played by Viola Davis here, who does a pretty good job. I thought she was good as this villain who's kind of generic, but I think if it wasn't for the good voice acting, like it wasn't even that intimidating of a character, I felt like, but you could tell she did a good job at least. If there was any sort of intimidating factor with that character or that villain, I think it's because of the voice acting. There was some cool, like, she has this ability to transform into people or other creatures.
Also Shang Tsung.
And there is some really cool stuff you see with that towards the end.
Shang Tsung in the end.
Yeah. Or no, the abomination thing.
Yeah. Shang Tsung.
I was like, what the hell? Like,
Shang Tsung did it.
Dreamworks was like, fuck it. Going all out. She just turns into abomination.
She
like
turns into a giant fucking
amalgamation
amalgamation of everything.
But, so he has to figure out what he's going to do with this chameleon character coming into play. But he may have help when a new character that goes by the name of Zhen, right? Yeah, Zhen. It's played by Awkwafina. Who's like a thief and like a bandit, basically, right? I guess would be the best way to describe her.
Yeah, bandit, thief.
But she's very trained, and her and Po have to team up because she knows something about this chameleon character. And
spoiler, she's the apprentice of the chameleon.
Wow, who would have expected that?
Yeah, fuck yeah. we guess. I guessed that towards the like fucking beginning. Fuck you.
Yeah. and when you said that to me, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. I really wouldn't. I feel like I was doing that with the second and third one too. Like that's why they're just not as good as the first. Is like you were kind of being able to predict. I mean, even the first one's pretty predictable, but they're all pretty predictable. They're just kind of fun, but you're just able to kind of predict. They think they're doing these twists, but then you can just totally see them coming. At least I felt like with them so far.
I don't know. I still liked in the second one where I still like Chen a lot.
That villain was pretty badass, and they actually connected to like his family and everything too.
Granted, you find out then they're still alive in the fight.
Or his dad is.
The other pandas too.
No, but Jen killed his mom, right?
Yeah, well, his mom, yeah. But I meant the other, the other pandas when you thought there was essentially a giant panda genocide and that guy and you got, third one.
His dad actually
the
his real dad from the third actually appears in this one, who's played by Bryan Cranston.
Oh, yeah.
He goes by the name of Lee.
Bryan Cranston's a giant
Him and his Poe's adoptive dad, Mr. Ping, are actually in this a good bit too because they have their own plot of
the B plot.
It was kind of stupid, but I kind of liked it at the same time too. I think it was because of the voice acting, honestly. Like if it was other voice acting, I think you're right. Like it would have been kind of weak, but I was kind of just found myself laughing at it at points because it was just like so funny to me that like they were just like bros now after the third one.
I like the fact that they're bros at least in this one.
Yeah.
In comparison, it's but like I said, it was a little weird on how they seemed very clingy to Poe in this one.
They did.
than
Like
the other
that, like
ones.
it's even like he kind of addressed that at one point. It's like, you guys just literally didn't believe in me, and they didn't say like, no, we believe in you. They didn't even say that. They just kind of silent like.
Now that there's two of them
yeah.
that care, now they all care suddenly. Rather than like his dad in the first one, who
They're
basically
like,
was
we
like,
came because we love you.
I just
and
want you to make noodles.
They're like, we came because we love you. That's why we like came to try and help you.
Why didn't you come and help me
And
during
he's
my
like, no,
other
you came because you
adventures?"
didn't believe in me. Like, and they're just like,
I mean, out of all the times they could have done this, it would have probably made more sense. It was like his earlier days when, before he proved himself over and over, they could literally kick everyone's ass.
Yeah.
But anyway, besides that,
But yeah, they're very funny here, even though their plot is very generic. It's literally just the same thing as the last one, pretty much, where they're trying to help Poe.
I did enjoy them in the fucking when they're going through the bar after Poe.
Oh,
and
interrogate. When Bryan Cranston.
I like that part
interrogating and
with them.
stuff.
At least that was just.
I thought there was a couple funny, but yeah, that was definitely a lot funnier than some of the other ones. Like I said, Bryan Cranston just totally kind of making it here. If like, even though it's a very generic kind of script at various points, so gotta call it out for that. But at the same time, like fucking, sometimes you can have very generic things. And it's like, but the delivery was great here,
Sure, whatever you say, bud. B plus still lame to me.
It is the case.
Still lame to me.
It is the case at points, though.
Anyway, main story though. Main story. Come on, we gotta stop sucking their dicks.
But Bryan Cranston, Heisenberg.
Anyway, so yeah, him, Poe, and the Fox
Jen.
Yeah, they go. They're going ahead to the city. They go through the bar, the bunny bar, what was the Happy Bunny?
Yeah. That was a fun scene too, where the bar was like kind of like whatever. It basically is on a cliff, and they when it was so much weight in there, it fucking blew out the bottom. So it's like a topsy-turvy fucking ride where like the weight had to be adjusted.
I like how they brought up too, like, who the hell builds a freaking bar on the fucking side of a cliff?
So that made for a fun action sequence, and there's actually some very good action sequences here.
Yeah.
Of course. I wouldn't say as good as the past ones, but
no.
When they did, I think it was because there was less of it, but when they did do it, it was really good.
Yeah. But then they get in the city too. They got run from fucking water buffalo cops or whatever, the bull cops or whatever they were. Fucking, that was just more comical to me, more than anything. Seeing like just a herd of bulls, just following them everywhere they went,
The
still
bull
like
in
in a
China
herd.
shop thing or whatever.
Yeah, that was like the one time they stopped charging. But then you're seeing them like running up fucking walls and stuff too, just as a herd, still just chasing them down. Like, oh fuck, oh shit, the cops are actually climbing walls for you.
But what do you think? Do you think this is like a worthy continuation of like kind of the series here, or do you think it's kind of like a Toy Story 4 situation where you're like, this just really didn't need to be made?
I am not going as far as Toy Story 4.
Okay.
I'm not going that far.
It's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I think we agree that it was the weakest, but I would say like it felt like a natural continuation of the story.
It felt like a regular story. Granted,
even though it was generic.
If they do make a new one, it's probably not going to be Poe-centric. It's going to be what's her name again? Jen-centric. Because she's the new Dragon Warrior, like we said, or he makes her the new Dragon Warrior, while Poe's going to be essentially the new Master Oogway moment.
Yeah, because Master Oogway, I guess.
They really missed an opportunity to throw Oogway in
I know, and he was in the last one.
Yeah,
too,
they're like
so
they were bringing back like all the past villains that she was taking Kung Fu from too, and out of all of them, does not take Oogway, or Oogway does not fucking get captured by out of all the other masters and stuff that she was sucking up.
I think it just showed weird. That was kind of one of my other problems with this movie is I think it showed that they kind of like were being cheap with the budget at points too.
Oh, you mean like them not bringing back all the old voice actors?
Yeah, so for
them?
J.K. Simmons villain character, and then what was the villain in the second one called? Chen, yeah. Yeah, Chen. They didn't bring that voice actor back.
No,
I think it was Gary Oldman, the guy who's in like The Dark Knight and stuff like that. Great actor. But they didn't get them back. They got Tai Lung from the first one back.
Did a good job too.
Ian McShane, the guy that's in the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
Winston.
Winston, yes, you're right, Winston.
And he's great too. As
yeah,
Tai Lung.
he did a good job as Tai Lung. I like
was
how we
cool
at least
seeing
got
him
one
again.
person to voice a villain
Yeah.
or a character in this. Whatever.
But then the stupid part about it with this, guys, is that like they literally have them in the movie. They're just silent, like J.K. Simmons and Chen.
In the 5 that
And then the Furious
Base Fear.
5, if you're looking for them,
they're gone. They're on another mission.
you get some
in other
cardboard
parts.
cutouts in this.
Yeah, and then you're gonna only get them at the very end. They're not gonna say anything other than Seth Rogen, who just goes a slow mo.
I guess they paid Seth Rogen in edibles, and they had him come in for the studio for like an hour, because probably 20 minutes, because literally he just goes flying through the fucking, doing martial arts at one point. That's his only line.
It's
in
a
this
slow
movie.
motion and thing too.
It's
so
him screaming.
It's a
going,
2-second fucking thing of it.
But when it does play, you're like, that did kind of sound like Seth Rogen. I guess they actually did get him, according to IMDb. But
out of all the people to get, they just grabbed Seth.
So
lovely.
If you're looking for if the movie seems to have teased that they're gonna bring back former villains in Furious 5 and stuff like that, they kind of do. But like we said, if you're looking and expecting those actors to come back, they're not here.
Why couldn't they make the one of the new Dragon Warrior after Poe?
I don't know, because they always just shaft them.
Because fuck you.
It would have made more sense for it to be Tigress, like how they had always, like how she wanted to originally, or something.
Yeah,
they just missed an opportunity.
And
basically.
she also grew as a character too, as the things go. So she could have been probably more worthy.
I think they were just trying to have that. This one had parallels to the first in a lot of ways with certain scenes.
Yeah.
And I think they were just trying to go more for that, where it's like, well, she's kind of like Poe, and
favorite characters definitely when the tryouts, and there was a goat who literally just screamed after it's like they're like, Poe shall now choose the new Dragon Warrior. He's like, and Poe's like, oh, go finger, oh, the finger's pointing at me.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
Oh no! Looks like I'm the Dragon
Black's
Warrior.
delivery in that part was so great.
And then fucking the goat, the buff ass goat guy is like, just fucking random goat scream freak out for a while. I'm like, God damn it!
That was so stupid. It was funny though.
I don't know why that was just for some reason. That's like when most of this movie was like the nose chuckles, like you're like, or like a little small. That's like I think the really only joke that got me like actually a little bit gut laugh on.
Yeah.
That, like, for the I think stupidly for some reason.
I think there was like maybe 2 or 3 jokes that made me actually kind of genuinely laugh here, but the rest were kind of more like you said, like kind of. But to me, like that means I like it, but it's more like that's clever. I'm not.
That's a nice little laugh. Little laugh.
Exactly.
I'll acknowledge.
To me, that's okay, because there's some things where I've watched where it's supposed to be comedic, and I'm just sitting there like fucking chirping birds, where it's just like, oh my god, you guys are throwing joke after joke, and these all suck. Like,
dear God, this guy stinks. But yeah, still feels really
Comedy
weird.
Was pretty good here.
What?
Comedy was pretty good here.
Yeah, it was okay. Like I was saying,
I feel like DreamWorks always does a good job.
Little
with
chuckles
that,
there at the thing. Yeah, it's I'm still really weirded out by fucking Poe being retired so fucking early. That still fucking weirds me out for whatever reason.
I feel like
that just feels weird.
I feel like Shifu is just Master Shifu who's in this too. Dustin Hoffman returning, and
why do I like Shifu?
I feel like he's just like got a grudge against Poe because fucking
oh yeah, he's just salty that Oogway gave him.
Likes him more than him.
He will be the new wisdom teacher. And it's like, what? Fucking Shifu is actually the one full of fucking like intelligent knowledge, and it's just. And Poe,
I feel like that was his way of being like, "Fuck you, Poe. Like, you don't get to anymore." He's like, "Why?" He's like, "Cause
fuck you.
You're having too much fun.
Oogway made you the success.
Because you're having too much fun, and I want to ruin that."
Yeah, it was kind of funny because it was even Poe was like, "You see, are you angry? No, it seems like it's bothering you."
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's not bothering. Okay, it's not bothering you.
It's like he literally, I think, did do it.
Dude, you kind of feel bad for Shifu actually when I was singing this out loud.
I know. He's being a dick. He's just being petty.
Dude, Shifu's the one full of wisdom. You could have given Poe a few more years of being Dragon Warrior, while fucking Shifu could have at least been a knowledge man.
Dude, Shifu's like old Luke Skywalker to
God
me. Like he's
damn it.
basically fucking, and Tai Lung's like Kylo. Like,
God damn it!
How did you let Kylo? How did you let Tai Lung go evil, bro?
God damn it! I hate that comparison.
You know it
but
to be
it's
true.
Funny. It's funny, but God damn, I hate it. You're ruining Shifu for me. How dare you? Don't.
Basically the same, right?
Oh.
No, but no, not at all. But it's much better than that. It's at least a little bit better than that.
We also find out Poe's kind of schizophrenic with all the voices in his
Oh
head.
yeah, that was interesting too.
Just a random baked joke I could see. And then Shifu
It threw me
catches
off
it.
originally because I thought the original ending of this movie. Remember they had that shot of Shifu like meditating, and then he just like, it's like he was going insane for a second, like just like fucking.
Hearing Poe's
yeah, and I
voices
was like,
at
is
you.
this the ending to the movie? What the fuck? Is that it had like this ending shot, and then like the cuts to black, and then like credits start playing, but it's like the credits are playing while there's a scene playing.
It shows a new tree, a peach tree growing now too. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Then it ends after fucking Shifu trying to fucking silence
That's what I'm saying.
the
Like, it has
Pobines.
like a last cinematic shot, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Is that the end?" Like,
yes. Well, technically no. There was also the training thing at the end.
that's what I'm saying. And then like it cut to black for a second, and then it cut instantly to the credits playing with this the training scene, but the credits are playing over it.
Yeah, and then you see
And
the
that's where
five
the
who don't
Furious
say
Five.
anything.
Yeah, that's where the Furious Five come
No
in.
words. We can't pay Jackie Chan or any of the other cast to voice a few words in this, except Seth. Seth, we paid
We'll
gummies.
get Sethy.
We pay Seth in nothing but edibles and joints that he
gave
just
him an
consumes
ounce.
on stage.
We gave him an ounce and some edibles.
I'm just imagining Seth Rogen eating like a bunch of joints just straight up. He's not even smoking them. He's just consuming it. Oh!
Or just shoves them all in his mouth.
Yeah.
And blow torches like the inside of it.
Oh my god!
And then just blows it out like fucking Charizard or something.
Dude, that'd be fucking... Dude, I wonder if that could work. You giving me ideas.
But
do that in the next little celebration.
but yeah, I'm glad Pixar or God
Dream-
damn it, Dreamworks.
died.
I'm sorry.
Died.
I'm sorry, Pose.
Pathetic. You disappoint.
I'm glad that they're like I'm having fun with their movies at least recently.
Yeah.
Like when I watch them, because Pixar, I feel like recently I'm kind of just like, you guys are slacking. Like these seem like some really unoriginal kind of ideas.
And this is definitely better than the Kung Fu Panda series that didn't even have Jack Black in it.
Boo. I heard one of them had Jack Black in it, but I think it was like the newest one they did, maybe for Netflix or something. But I heard there's a bunch of them that didn't have him in it.
Yeah,
right?
I think those are the ones that aired on like Nickelodeon. I think it was. or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Whatever it was.
That makes more sense. Like, oh, Nick's not gonna get him. I was surprised Netflix even got him, but I was like, I'm still not watching that. Like, because it's DreamWorks TV animation. Like, these are the same guys that probably did the fucking Megamind 2 that looked like dog shit.
Oh my god! Don't.
It's like I'm not.
Don't bring that up. Don't bring this up here.
Should we review it?
Wait, was that also Dreamwork Megamind?
DreamWorks TV animation or whatever.
So that was Megamind.
It's like
is,
another division of DreamWorks animation.
Still DreamWorks, everybody. This they have a weird trend of fucking up things with series. It continues. Do you see the patterns? I do.
Do you think there's gonna be another Kung Fu Panda though?
Good question.
Seems like Jack Black's pretty much only kind of doing voice work now because he was Bowser. I think he said he retired years ago, but then since then I've seen him still in
He's
stuff.
just popping
but
up
voice
stuff.
work.
Yeah.
He was in Rick and Morty. He was in Super Mario movie. He's gonna be in the Borderlands movie, but as Claptrap, so that's voice work. And then he's in this. So it's just like I think he's just retired to do just voice work now.
Jack Black's gonna be fucking Claptrap of all fucking people.
So I really hope we get a fucking brutal legend too with Jack Black.
Oh, dude, everyone forgot about Brutal
Right?
Legend for so long. I would have loved that. I would have loved the Brutal Legend thing.
I'll take a Kung Fu Panda 5, but I think, like we said, these kind of keep getting. They're still enjoyable, but I think if they might really run it out of the have a Toy Story 4 next on their hands if they go with another one.
Yeah, I mean like Jack
Black.
Black. Jack Black will probably not be in as much in the fourth or in the fifth one if they do a fifth one. It'll be mostly probably focused around Jen instead.
He'll have like a Oogway role maybe or something.
He'd be the new Shifu.
Yeah,
Shifu's gonna be
Shifu or
even more
something.
sidelined. Fucking Shifu's gonna be like, "Fuck, I'm barely getting more roles."
That's kind of the weird thing about this fourth one too. Is they like in the third one they set him up as like a teacher. Remember? And then they like dropped. They seem to like have dropped that completely for this new one. Yeah, remember how he became a teacher and he like was basically like Shifu in the third one? Yeah, we just dropped that. Like fucking.
Nav's just going to places, battling
Yeah.
people and stuff like that.
It's like,
And
that's
Nav-
literally what he was doing in 1 and 2. Like, what? Why? I thought he like moved.
I mean,
on
like,
to...
I get it. He probably likes fighting things.
That was kind of one of the weirder things about this one with me too.
To me, like I said, I get the retirement thing and becoming a wise master in the end. Or he's only been a fucking dragon warrior, I think, for 5 years in this universe.
Really?
It seems like, yeah. I don't see him grabbing old.
I didn't know if it was like real time.
Like-
Because they've said like some of them have been around for like 200 years
Like
or whatever.
it's
So
not like
I'm
the dads are
maybe
aging
it's actually
much.
that it's been like 16 years since the first one or something. Like it is in real life, you know.
I don't know.
But they don't say.
It'd be kind of weird because he doesn't look like he's getting older. I can imagine.
I feel like I did in this one notice a little bit that like kind of like because I noticed it was his dad in the last one. He's got more like gray hair starting to come in. Not as much as his dad, but I noticed there was like more because I've been rewatching the other ones the last few days.
You got a problem with going gray, bud?
No,
you got a problem with going
I feel like
gray?
they were. It was like one of those slight animation things where I'm like, I guess they are showing like he's getting slightly older.
Maybe it's just very subtle if that is.
You don't
the
see it in
case.
his face at all though. It was more like on his arms and stuff. Like it was weird.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if like that was maybe just since the animation's better since it's the newest one, if that was just something that they enhanced and has always kind of been there. You know what I'm saying? Or
Maybe.
if it's supposed to signal he's
It's not
older.
like
or...
Shifu looks much older though either. He looks
what's
kind
his
of the same.
Tai Lung looked the same too.
Well, he's dead. Tai Lung is dead in the spirit world. So yeah, no shit, he looks the same.
Oh shit, I don't age.
No fucking shit. If you age in the fucking afterlife, that sucks. You're gonna be a skeleton for fucking. It's gonna be like you're gonna look like a. Oh, what's up?
Did you like the Zhen character?
Jen?
Yeah.
She seemed fine.
Yeah.
Like they at least they picked if they did a replacement. I don't hate the character whatsoever. Actually,
True.
She seems a very.
I thought it was
decent
one
person.
of Awkwafina's better voice roles.
Yeah.
Because I do like her and stuff, but then I feel like there's other times where they just have her play an annoying character, and like the character just really grates on me with her voice too. But then with this, it was like a really good fit for her voice and everything. Actually,
good
and the
voice.
character didn't annoy me or anything.
Yeah, the character wasn't annoying. Like really.
The character I'm mainly thinking of with her is she was in that new Little Mermaid, the live action one, and she played like fucking the bird or whatever. Oh, she was so annoying. Fuck. She had this song called like the Scuttlebutt or something. It was it's like the worst Disney song ever.
Yeah.
It's like literally like her like going like and like squawking and shit, and you're just like, oh, like this is supposed to be music. What the fuck is this?
I love listening to seagulls screaming.
But yeah, I thought she was really good in this actually, and the character actually kind of reminded me of like Kitty Softpaws or like Puss in Boots a little bit from like the Shrek movies.
I was telling you that about this Kitty Softpaws.
Yeah, I think more Kitty, but
because it's like literally
the thief
a small
aspect
animal
and
fucking thief character.
She's kind of better than.
Granted, this is it's just a whole trope of the small small animal ninja thing's a big trope within like various like.
Well, kind of the whole thing
cartoons
that's
and
like
stuff.
they're matched too, because like you saw with Kitty Softpaws, like she's one of the only ones that can kind of take on Puss, and then like same thing with Jen, like where like she seemed like she could handle herself, like that first fight with Poe.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, I guess they're kind of their equal in a way, you know.
It is
and
also
that
funny.
Sets up the whole thing with the Dragon Warrior and everything.
Yeah, but she's also
too.
not like too OP too.
Exactly.
Either at the same time, she's more.
And it was explained why she's OP.
Yeah, trained by a fucking chameleon master. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. And also
whereas some
raised
of
in
these things they
the
just
gutters of the fucking shithole that she was living in before that.
Was it like Mary Sue or whatever that's called when they just fucking.
Yeah, she doesn't feel like Mary Sue.
Yeah.
And that even shows even the credits where she's training to get even better, and she's still like making the mistakes, and then she ain't no Mary Sue. So that's at least a thing. I see. So.
Yeah, which was
And like you said, she doesn't have an insufferable personality. She's very nice. She seems like a decent person and everything like that. So makes sense.
Exactly.
She's just a little bit of a cliche with the ninja, with the
and the whole betrayal part and everything. Like,
Yeah.
where you're kind of like, I saw this coming.
Cliche,
it's instantly gonna be like,
but whatever.
I didn't want to do that.
It's
like,
a kids movie, so you know what?
Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly.
It's not made for us. We're just the weirdos who went into a fucking theater for a kids movie.
We're the only ones there though, besides one other person.
Yeah,
it
that
looks like.
guy in the very
Just
back.
in the very back, probably in his Dune 2 popcorn bucket. Like, why are the other people?
I swear to
here?
God, if we turned around and saw that dude's doing some weird things, I'm gonna be very concerned.
Why are the other people here?
Fuck! I thought I displaced myself. Where else am I gonna crank it? A Kung Fu Panda? Bruh.
Shitty cam versions online just won't do.
I can't keep watching the old stuff. I've done it already so many times to those. I need something new. Well, that was a fucked up skit. All right, so anyway. Sorry if you're the guy listening and that is not what you were doing.
Come on, guys. We're not stupid. We know that people were using those Dune 2 popcorn buckets for other reasons than their intended use.
Explains why the floor was all sticky. Anyway.
Dune 2 did play in the theater before we saw that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Did it? Oh, God damn it.
No,
Oh, God damn it.
I don't know. Just assuming.
Just assuming. What the fuck? Now, you were making me more
A
uncomfortable.
Regal employee says that to you, like, "Hey, were the floors sticky?" Yeah. Ah, that's because Dune 2 played before you guys.
Huh?
Sir, I don't know what that means. Think about it.
Popcorn bucket. No.
But
Anyway.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yes.
Jack Black killed it as always.
Yup. Rest the voices they had all seemed decent.
Yeah. They've always, I guess, done a pretty good job with that.
Yep.
But yeah, if you're looking forward to Furious 5 or some of the past villains besides Tai Lung,
Too bad.
They're not in here.
Too bad. Eat shit. You ain't getting that. You're just going to see them. See, not tell.
But all these, to me, have pretty good pacing. They're all, like, usually an hour, 30 minutes at most.
Honestly,
like an hour 25, though, around. And I think with these newer, I think it's probably because I've watched all of them in the last week, too. But I think with these newer ones, they start to drag a little bit more towards the end. Like 3 and 4. But still, like, right when they kind of feel like they're dragging, maybe a little bit, they pick up, and then it's pretty much done. So they don't, like, waste your time too much or anything. But yeah, that's kind of how I think we felt about this movie, Pose. I think that about wraps it up, though, unless there's any other thoughts you have about Kung Fu Panda 4.
They still missed an opportunity not to have Oogway in it.
Oogway, yeah.
Oogway reemerged.
I liked him.
And then Poe having to fight Oogway's moves while he's fighting it, like the fucking sorceress. I'm just saying, missed opportunity, especially since like Oogway kept getting mentioned throughout this whole thing. Anyway, that'll be it, everybody. And have a good one.
We'll see you on the next one, Pose.
Till then, see you.
Peace.